guys, Teacher Maria here. Today we are going to paint a jellyfish, a bird and a rose using combination of wet on wet and wet on dry technique. So first we are going to make some area wet, then apply color to it, and then once it's dry we will add some final touches. With the very tip of my brush I am making the hood of the jellyfish wet. And now I start adding different colors and watch them blending together. For the arms of the jellyfish, I can just start with one color and then continue with another and then the third one. And they will just blend naturally, will look very nice. Alright, now a few minutes passed, my jellyfish is all dry and now I can add some final touches to it. So I outlined the hood and now adding the tentacles. See, I'm using a darker color now. How did I get it? I just used less water and more pigment while mixing it. Alright, it's a very easy thing to draw, so go ahead and paint yours and I will continue with the bird. The bird looks like a diamond shape, right? The widest part is where the wings start, and it's all symmetrical for the wings and the tail, but the head is turned to the side and a long flexible neck. So I want to outline the white area around the eye to make sure I won't paint there and it will stay white at all times. Now I'm sketching very lightly the wings, the separate feathers, you can see that pattern, the tail, the leg that is holding up to the branch, birds that are so good at climbing. And I'm ready to start painting. I just need to erase the extra lines. Again, I'm making the whole area of the bird wet and start adding colors, and I'm starting with the lightest yellow, and this yellow also spreads a little bit on the wings. Now I'm adding green, and it's lighter in the middle and darker on the sides of the wings. Now I'm being very cautious while painting the head because I don't want to ruin that white outline around the eye. And when I paint the red nose, I make sure that the beak is not connected to the black part, so the black won't turn into red. And while I'm painting the eye, I'm keeping that unpainted little highlight inside the eye, so the eye looks glossy. And add a little bit of shading here and there. I wait for the leg to dry and then paint the branch, so they don't run into each other, and the branch should be darker than the leg. Now a little bit of shadow under the bird's leg and body, and done. Paint yours now. Now I'm drawing a rose, starting with a circle, positioning the leaves and the center of the rose. And since the rose is a swirl of petals, I draw the swirl as a spiral and then add petals on it. And petals, they are C-like curvy shapes that are slightly irregular and have some extra bumps here and there. And again, I'm making the area of my rose wet, but this time I'm going to show you the trick. See, I'm only putting the color in the dips between the petals, and it smoothly transitions to lighter areas and creates an illusion of a three-dimensional rose. And we're almost done here. Now let's work on the leaves. Leaves are also not just one plain green color, but there are halftones in them. Some parts are lighter, some parts are more yellowish. Some parts have some blue in them. Don't forget the veins and zigzags on the leaves. Now when my rose is dry, I can make a few accents here and there. And I think it's your turn now. Let's start the class.